History is often written by the victors, but occasionally it is rewritten in a single, violent heartbeat by the underestimated. There is a terrifying stillness in the eye of a hurricane, a deceptive calm that fools the uninitiated, and Commander Zthar of the Corani fleet was about to learn that lesson in the most permanent way possible. Aboard the Dominion's Edge, a dreadnought feared across star systems, Zthar stared down at his prisoner with the arrogance of 3 centuries of conquest. Marcus Kane, a human diplomat bound in a chair, looked less like a captive facing interrogation and more like a man attending a dull dinner party. To Zthar, the human was a Deathworlder, a primitive curiosity from a hostile planet, small, pink, and utterly alone against the greatest armada ever assembled. "You are completely alone," Zthar sneered, his breath fogging the air. "No one is coming to save you." Marcus merely smiled, a curve of the lips that didn't reach his eyes, but somehow pierced Zthar's soul. "I see something entirely different," Marcus replied, his voice possessing a conversational lightness that made the bridge crew's skin crawl. When Zthar, patience frayed by this inexplicable confidence, demanded the location of the human fleet, Marcus chuckled. It was a soft sound, yet it shattered the commander's fragile ego. In a moment of hubris that mirrors so many fallen empires in our own history, Zthar struck him. The slap echoed like a thunderclap across the silent bridge. It should have broken the human. Instead, Marcus turned back, his smile now blooming into predatory satisfaction. "5," Marcus whispered. "What?" Zthar blinked. 5 seconds, Commander. "That's how long you have left to live." It wasn't a countdown to death, it was a countdown to a paradigm shift. When Marcus reached 0, the universe seemed to hold its breath. Then, Technical Officer Voxeni's sensors screamed. The empty void surrounding the Corani fleet wasn't empty at all. It was a trap. Human stealth fields collapsed, revealing the jagged predatory shapes of 73 Terran dreadnoughts. They had been there the whole time, watching, waiting. Protocol 7 had been activated. "When you slapped me," Marcus explained, his voice cutting through the panic on the bridge, "you didn't just assault a diplomat. You triggered a declaration of war. And the standing order is simple. Kill them all." The Dominion's Edge was paralyzed. Commander Sarah Mitchell of the Retribution hailed them, demanding immediate surrender. The Corani Armada, outgunned by ships built not for exploration but for pure annihilation, froze. But the humans weren't finished. The bridge air shimmered with teleportation energy, technology the Corani believed impossible. And Captain Jake Morrison materialized with a squad of soldiers clad in black combat armor. They moved with the fluid grace of apex predators. Morrison ignored Zthar's shrieks of protest, reading the charges with the dispassionate tone of a judge. Zthar, stripped of his dignity, cowered behind a subordinate, begging for his life, offering secrets. "We already have your secrets," Morrison said calmly. "Captured from your computers 30 seconds ago." The execution was surgical. A single discharge of energy, and Zthar was gone. Marcus Kane looked down at the headless corpse. 5 seconds. Humans are nothing if not punctual. The shockwave of this event traveled faster than light. On Nexus Prime, the Galactic Council erupted in chaos. Ambassador Elena Vasquez stood before the outraged assembly, not to apologize, but to clarify. She revealed the truth that humanity had carefully curated. They had allowed the galaxy to see them as weak. They had hidden their asteroid mining, their shadow civilization, and their true military might behind a mask of primitivism. "We are apex predators," Vasquez declared, her voice ringing with absolute certainty. "We spent millennia learning to kill things bigger than us. The age of underestimating humanity is over." 6 months later, the galaxy had adjusted to a new gravity. Aboard the research station, Harmony's Edge, Officer Voxeni worked alongside human technician David Park, integrating human stealth tech into allied systems. The dynamic had shifted from conquest to cooperation, but only for those who showed respect. Legends of Marcus Kane now circulated like mythology, painting him as a supernatural figure. "We're not fearless," David confessed to Voxani, watching the mixed fleet patrol the stars. "We're just really good at being afraid and doing what needs to be done anyway." As Voxani received a friendly transmission from Ambassador Vasquez, she realized the galaxy had learned a vital truth, one that resonates in every conflict. True power isn't about noise or posturing. It is the quiet confidence of the one who knows exactly what they are capable of and waits patiently for the right moment to prove it.